Hi everyone, my name is Mahendra. Welcome to my channel. Today I would like to explain about force and types of the forces. Here a person is pushing a block and another person is pulling a object. In this case, somebody is pushing the object and another one is pulling the object. It means pushing or pulling an object is known as a force. Pushing or pulling of an object is known as a force, and the units of force. MKS unit of force is Newton, CGS unit of force is dyne. Here are some activities. We have to identify which is push or pull or both. Here some actions are there. Digging borewell, and here they have to push and pull. So in this case we have to write both. Next one is sipping the juice with a straw. Here all we need to only sip, so that is pull. Erasing a blackboard with duster, both involves pushing and pulling. A magnet attracts nails. Here it pulls the nails. Magnet pulls the nail. And fruits are falling from a tree because of gravitational force, so it is also pull. And hosting a flag, so we need to pull the thread. So these are the actions what involved in that pushing or pulling. Force can be classified into mainly two types. One is contact force, another one is field force or force at a distance. Again, contact force is divided into four types. First one is muscular force, second one is normal force, third one is tension force, and last one is frictional force. Field force again classified into three types. Field force is also known as force at a distance. Gravitational force, magnetic force, electrostatic force. These three are examples of force at a distance or field force. Now let us discuss one by one. First we will discuss about muscular force. Here a person is skating. So the person has to use muscles to skate that. So muscular force is used here, and when we are taking the books or when we are writing, we have to use our muscles. So in this all muscular force is used. Muscular force is a contact force. The activities daily what we do. So this all under comes muscular force, and muscular force is a contact force because we have to touch the object. So then when there is a direct physical contact between two interacting objects, it is known as a contact force. Next one is normal force. So here is a table and there is a book on the table. So what forces are acting on this book? Here you see, first gravitational force acts on this book, and gravitational force always pulls the object towards downward. So Fg is here gravitational force. Suppose the table suddenly disappears. What happens? The book falls down. Yes. So when the table suddenly disappears, the book falls down. But here the book is not falling down because the table is stopping the book. It means the table is applying some force against the gravitational force. So the force exerted by the table in the normal direction. is known as a normal force. So normal force always acts upwards. It means opposite to the gravitational force. A direction which is perpendicular to the plane of surface said to be normal. Normal means it should be 90 degrees. The force that a solid surface exerts on any object in the normal direction is known as normal force. Here the table is applying normal force on the book. Next one is an object is suspended by using a string here, and here also first gravitational force acts towards downward, that is Fg. Fg is gravitational force, but the block is not falling down, the object is not falling down because of the string. So string also applies some force, that is known as tension force. Tension force is a force that acts along the length of the flexible medium such as rope or cable when it is subjected to pulling forces from the both ends. So here this tension force is also contact force. Next, here there is a football and we will discuss about next frictional force. When some force is applying on the football, it moves forward and after some time it comes to rest. So who is stopping that ball here? The frictional force created between the surface and the earth. So here the frictional force always opposes the motion of the object. It means force is acting towards right side, frictional force acts towards left side. So frictional force is the force which opposes the motion of the object. Frictional force is defined as the force that resists an object's motion on the surface. Next, here you can see some fruits. When the fruits are ripened, what happens? They fall down because of that gravitational force. So this gravitational force is a non-contact force, or it is known as field force. If an object thrown upwards, there exists a force which pulls it downwards on the earth. Because of this, every object falls on the ground. We call this force as gravitational force. Every object on the earth or close to the earth will experience the gravitational pull. The force of gravity is not just due to attraction of earth, it's a force of attraction that exists between any two bodies everywhere in the universe. Next we will discuss about magnetic force. Here there is a magnet and magnet has two poles, south and north pole, and here is one nail. When we bring this magnet very close to this nail, what happens? Let us see. The magnet attracts the nail. So this is known as a magnetic force. Magnetic force is an invisible force that draws in or pushes away objects, similar to how magnets pull the metal like iron. So magnetic force is an example of field force. Next we will discuss about electrostatic force. Here there is a table and some pieces of paper, balloon and woolen cloth. If we rub the balloon on the woolen cloth, sometimes when we rub it number of times, the ball gets charged. Some charge is created on this balloon, and when we bring this balloon very close to this pieces of paper. See, the pieces of paper are attracted on the balloon. So this type of force is known as electrostatic force. Electrostatic forces are non-contact forces that can push or pull on items without coming into contact with them. So these are the different types of forces: contact force and field forces. Thanks for watching this video.